So yeah, it looks like our 400th episode was January 6th last year, which means that we've only made it 30 episodes in number count in a year. But there has been a lot more. Look, I think this past year had a lot of bonus episodes and things like that because there was a lot to look forward to in 2025. I think obviously we had a new movie coming out. We had Chaos Theory. I was looking at my notes and I found that we were going to be talking about Chaos Theory Rebirth. We made some predictions. Maybe there would be like a summer tribute store at Universal. No, that didn't happen. And there was this other show, Jurassic World Explorers. I don't know if you remember, like that like kind of preschooler, aesthetic and artwork. Come on. The cat's in the screen. But that never happened at all. So that was funny that just like, that idea came and went. Nothing ever came from it so far. I mean, maybe they're saving it.
That's right. We did talk about that. And we were wondering what the hell that was about.
I was thinking about it because 2025 ended up being kind of loaded, right? Like there was a lot going on. And I think maybe they pushed that to, who knows, maybe that'll be on the horizon for 2026 or later. I don't know. But, one other thing that we discussed was the 10th anniversary of Jurassic World, dude. We discussed that. 2025 was the 10th anniversary.
And they did nothing for it, man. Like it didn't even exist, dude. I thought we might get I think we talked about maybe Hammond Collection will come out with like a Claire in the white dress, and we got jacked.
We got nothing really for that. There were some. I feel like there were some like live in concert things, or I think maybe that toured still at some point, or there was like minimal like screenings, if at all, if you could even find it, of Jurassic World. But there was nothing, man. There was I was kind of surprised. I understand that it was a movie year for Jurassic World Rebirth, but I was surprised that we didn't really celebrate the 10th anniversary. But I guess the same could be said for like The Force Awakens. I don't think there was really anything going on there for that 10th anniversary. That was December 2015 as well. So they didn't really celebrate anything there. But they didn't have a movie come out last year. They do have one coming out this year, 2026. But I don't know. So it was an interesting year, and I think Jurassic World Rebirth was obviously that major thing. Chaos Theory as well.
Yeah.
It's funny. I feel like we've had maybe a few conversations at this point about Rebirth. What are you feeling these days? How are you sitting with it now here in 2026?
So with Rebirth now, how I'm sitting with it, I still will say I did love the movie, but watching it, I do see the kind of the mistakes that they made on like continuing like the story or going there's a lot of stuff that Dominion did that I would say that Chaos Theory corrected, or like expanded on, that I felt should have been more in the film rather than seen in an animation form. And when Rebirth came along and kind of took away everything that the last trilogy was building, I saw that in that time when it came out, but like now I feel it more like, man, where do we go from here? What's going to happen with this? And it feels like there was moments in that film that were just great for me, and then now watching it more and more, it's like there's just stuff that just didn't flow as great as I would want it to be. But I don't hate the film, and I don't think it's a bad film overall, like a lot of fans have said and a lot of people that I've talked to have said. I feel that there are weaker films in the whole franchise, but I just don't think that the direction that they wanted to take really hit where it's supposed to hit,
Yeah. I've been trying to reflect on 2025 a bit and Rebirth, and thinking about what were my initial feelings on that? We talked about it, and I think I kind of went fairly negative, and then I wasn't backtracking, but I was trying to like lay off of some of that
Mhm.
negativity. I think
Yeah.
over time, it's been a little while since I've seen the movie,
Mhm.
but I did watch it. I actually, I'm on Letterboxd, so if anybody um, follows movie fandom or anything like that, if you want to like leave reviews or rate things with like star ratings and stuff, or see what other people are watching, I leave reviews over there. And that movie, I think I watched it. I'm trying to pull it up, but it's like taking too long. I think I watched it like 6 times last year. So that, that's not like,
Mm.
I'm not like Caleb or somebody. I feel like Caleb always watches these movies like 20 times in theaters or
Yeah.
something. But like, but all right, here it is. I found it. Yeah, it was my most watched movie of 2025, 6 times.
Oh, wow.
That beat out Wicked at 5 times, K-pop Demon Hunters at 4 times. So it was my most watched movie, and I think 3 of those times were in theaters. So another 3, two
At
of which
home.
were commentaries, because I
Mm.
watched both commentaries that are on the DVD, and there's 2 different ones. So there was that, and then I guess I watched it probably when it first hit home video or whatever. So yeah, so I've seen it 6 times, and it's not anything to write home about, but I do think like after rewatching those commentaries and kind of like I did sit a lot better with the movie. So it's not like it's definitely not top of my list or anything right now. I think
Mhm.
if I even look at my which I have not finalized, I'm still like in the process of finalizing like my favorite movies of 2025. Currently, this is not a great look for me, but it's at 17. 17 on my favorite movies of
Ooh.
2025. So, yeah, there's a bunch of movies ahead of it right now. So it didn't even make my top 10. And that's not, I'm not saying I like dislike the movie. I still give it like, I still think I give it like 4 stars or something, 3.5, 4 stars, somewhere around there. Let me see, what was the last that I rated it? Yeah, 3.5. Okay, so I gave it 3.5. And I do like the movie. I like the movie. I think there's some genuinely like really great scenes in there. I was just listening to the score a little bit today,
Mhm.
because I also got to produce a music episode with Caleb coming up. And I'm like, I don't
Nice.
know this score well enough. So I'm really trying to dive into the score to kind of understand it a lot more. And I like the score. I think it's pretty beautiful. And I do like the movie. I just think, like you were saying, it just doesn't jive well with a lot of other things. And especially after getting Chaos Theory this past year, it was like very obvious what bothered me, I think, about the movie. and
Yes,
and and kind of revisiting Chaos Theory at the tail end of the
that's it.
year was just refreshing. It felt like home again. It felt nice to kind of be back in that world that I loved. So that, even though we didn't get to see like Alan and Ellie and Ian Malcolm and all that stuff again in Chaos Theory, it felt nice to kind of sit in that space again where they're right there. I have no idea where they are in the world of Rebirth. Like
Mhm.
I don't know what's happening around the world with all the people that we love. But when it comes to the Dominion timeline and what everybody's doing there, like, that's just a nice, refreshing thing. And I think I think it was right around that time. It was like that, and then Evolution 3. Like, there's some really great releases there. So I think the end of the year, I was like, oh, this is great. But I do think that like 2025 was tough for me to kind of cope with the fact that like, oh, this felt like JP3 era again for me, where JP3 came, which I know you can sympathize with this, but like it came, and like I was just like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go watch Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna go watch other stuff. I'm gonna watch other movies for the next 14 years. so, so so yeah, it was kind of feeling like that again for me, where I was like a little upset and hurt over the direction, and it's obviously taking it way too seriously, but I just like I think there was a better route to take, and so I'm trying to kind of sit with that and how I felt and how I took podcasting into that consideration as well, and like,
Mm-hmm.
do I want to sit here and talk about it week after week? And so obviously we did like every other week, episodes for a while, and I luckily had things like Evolution 3 and Chaos Theory with interviews and discussions with Tom. A lot of both of those topics had a lot of conversations with Tom. So luckily, I was able to produce a lot of content and get a lot of things out there, even though I was and still am like struggling with what to even talk about. So I'm hoping 2026 gives us a lot to look forward to. And I think this list that I've compiled here, which is
Mm-hmm.
certainly not like fully encompassing. I tried to do my best to find as much as I could. But you have any final thoughts on 2025 before we look forward to this year?
So yeah, if you so with what you said made me realize exactly where my mind started kind of like, okay, why is Rebirth bothering me a little bit? It was after watching Chaos Theory. Once I finished Chaos Theory, I was like, how does it make sense? You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
they ended Chaos Theory kind of like the dinosaurs are out and this and that, and then Rebirth comes along. It's like, nope, no, they're not. And it was just that was one thing that at the time I didn't really address, and I don't know why I didn't. It just wasn't the topic. I felt like maybe it was uh I feel like it was like a lot of people were saying that the acting was phoned in and this and that, and I felt like I had to like address those things more than the elephant in the room, which was the dinosaurs dying off, you know, which I knew was a bad idea. I guess I didn't dress it like I should have, right?
Yeah.
So here I am, hat in hand, addressing that, right? And saying like that was a very stupid idea. And the fact that like they're all lumping up these dinosaurs only to like that Caribbean area, or like I guess the top of South America or something like that. It's just dumb. It's a dumb theory because we know for a fact that dinosaurs survived in so many different environments. And one of the coolest things about last year, there wasn't Jurassic technically, but it was Jurassic adjacent, was seeing Walking with Dinosaurs the second season, right? And we saw like Pachyrhinosaurus in the dead of winter going against these I'm going to say the name wrong, but it's like Nanucosauruses, I think they are. They're like tyrannosaurs, but they're from the Arctic area. So they were fully feathered tyrannosaurs. They're cousins. And we know that they survived in all these environments. Why is it that they're just nitpicking and putting them just in this tropical environment? Because it's kind of like you're catering to what people were thinking dinosaurs lived in the 50s. And it's like things have changed, and I know there's still audiences out there like, I don't like feathers, they look like big chickens or something like that. But then you have this other movie that came out. um Personally, I haven't seen it, and honestly, I don't have that much interest in watching it. But they had fully feathered raptors in it, and people were like, "Oh, they were so cool!" And but you were saying feathers sucked, and now they're cool. Like you got to make up your mind somehow. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So that type of stuff takes away from the creativity of some of the writers, because they're trying to, because Jurassic is general audience. It is PG-13, but it is general audience. It's catered to adults, children, people love dinosaurs, people love action, people love adventure. So it's a broad movie. So you have to kind of cater to a lot of these audiences. And there's a great deal of them that don't think dinosaurs had feathers and this and that. And that internal debate just ends up being dumb and just taken away from all the things that they can do with dinosaurs. So I feel that when David Kep was writing that, he said, well, dinosaurs, I always see them in tropical environments. So he just put that in there. And it just doesn't work. It's dumb. It's not great. Um, but I, that was where like my mind really kind of um, came together with that idea after watching Rebirth. Chaos Theory, and I loved Chaos Theory. You know, there's little nitpicky things that I didn't like, but most of it was great. We got to
Hmm.
see like what we wanted to see in Dominion, and what we should have seen in Rebirth. And I've even I read somewhere an interview with Gareth Edwards where he said that he would have loved to do a movie just about the T-Rex escaping in San Diego. And I read that and I'm like, yes, that's the idea that we need. And if Universal doesn't catch on to that idea and they keep doing stuff that the fans aren't really talking about, they're gonna get what is it, like sideswiped by other studios that are doing ideas of dinosaurs in neighborhoods. And I know you know what I'm talking about. There's supposedly a movie coming out at some point. The dinosaurs are out in a neighborhood. And that movie's going to do somewhat well because that's what audiences want to see. But, keep sleeping, Universal. That's all,
Yeah, but shout out to the Chaos Theory crew, and there's a great article that just came out on January 3rd via THR. So go read that one because it's a very long article. Like if you go through it, it's got a ton of information about like what they were thinking when they made this final season here. So go check it out. There's a lot of great info in there. It's with a bunch of the crew and creators and stuff. And I think that for me is what felt like it was missing from like the commentaries and things. It felt like with the commentaries for Rebirth was like, oh, we don't really know. We were like, well, let's just leave it up to the viewer to decide. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Like decide for us and, tell us what these things are. And I think that's what this crew did so well. So go read that article right now. But 2026 is here, man. Oh, you have something else?
Yeah. I was just gonna say what you just said about leaving it to the audience to decide. That never goes well. That never goes well, dude. It's like there's some movies that work with that, like Inception works that way. But then there's other movies and certain shows that we saw recently.
I'm just laughing about the certain show. Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't go well. Like
there's a secret episode. We're gonna watch it. I can't wait, man. It's happening.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. And it's like they start. It's almost like they're just. It's not good. Like you either give the path, that the movie's supposed to go and kind of like conclude it and do that. Don't leave it ambiguous because it doesn't work in these type of franchises. It just doesn't. But yeah, 2026.
2026 though. All right, so let's get into some good stuff because we gave our final rant on 2025. So that's in the past. So we don't have to do that anymore. All right, so 2026. Let's start it off in a great place here for Jurassic fans. Why don't we do that? Jurassic Park River Adventure is down for most of the year. So
I know. I just saw that today. I was like, well, I'm not.
Yeah,
I haven't been there in a while, anyways. And who knows when I'm actually going to go down to the
of
Florida
course
for a while.
Yeah, no one. Sometimes you don't know when you're going to hit up these places, but like
exactly,
this is always this ride is always going down like around this time of the year, because it's the cold months and stuff like that. Even in Florida, it does get chilly, but it usually only goes down for like a month or so. And this time around, it closed January 5th, or that's today as of this recording. Wow. And actually, I don't even know if it opened the final day on January 4th. I heard that there was some like technical issues. They thought it was going to come back up. Maybe it did, but then it went back down. So I know a lot of people didn't even get to ride it on the final day. So that's going to be down supposedly through November 19th, 2026. So it's going to be down for a long, long time. And apparently, according to Shane Wynn Reports over on Twitter, Shane, I guess, looked into the city of Orange County, and is that what it is? And they've got like the reports that say that this is gonna maybe cost around $14.8 million, give or take. There was some thoughts that maybe that's just part of the construction or part of whatever they're doing. Also, let's note that Jurassic World, the ride, did take about that same amount of time to redo.
Yeah.
the Jurassic Park the ride out in Hollywood. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that's going to be the case here. From everything I've been hearing, it doesn't really seem like that's going to be the case. I'm going to just venture to say that this is just going to be a complete refresh. That you know they recently took a look at the ride and they're like, all right, we just finally opened our new park up. Steven Spielberg was here down in Florida promoting it and whatnot. And he went over to JP River Adventure and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to ride it, but like, man, is it looking rough? So hopefully that was the case. We know we've got a lot of rough animatronics in that, just rough effects around every corner. And I hope
they're like,
that they're just decaying or not moving, right? Like
they're
it's
like
just
20 years old now, right? Like 20. When is the California one opened first, right? And that was 96, right?
yeah, and I think the other one was Islands of Adventure was 1999, I think.
Oh, so yeah, okay. So so we're looking at like probably 27 years, 26 years.
Yeah, 1999, May 28th, 1999. So it's
Yeah.
been a long time. I mean, like I said, it gets annual refurbishments, but just minimal stuff. But this time, millions upon millions of dollars here. So
Yeah, I think they're
hopefully,
gonna
yeah.
change it up. I don't think they're gonna like you said. You have better sources than I do, but I don't think they're gonna go the full route, changing it like the other one. But they might like put new animatronics or new skins or stuff like that to make it look better. You know.
I'm still gonna keep my fingers crossed that like it stays JP River Adventure, but like it
Mm,
somehow lives in that Jurassic World era. Like that's kind of what I've always wanted them to do, is to like give us what we saw of the not the Innovation Center. I'm mixing up all the icons. What is it? The visitor center. Like give
mm-hmm.
us that, like, we saw that in Jurassic World, how it was all, run down and vines everywhere. I want that, but for the river adventure, give us that, like, oh, we're kind of traversing through the old section of the park, and
Okay.
and we get to see what the old park was up to, and then things have gone wrong. We bumped off course. It's literally same ride. You don't need to really change anything, but that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. But I doubt that'll happen. I think they're just going to refresh this thing, and maybe change out some of the operational systems and stuff, since it is kind of old at this point, and get those animatronics looking nice. Hopefully, the technology has certainly changed in that amount of time. So,
Yeah, it has.
so
It has definitely.
yeah. If you're expecting to go to Islands of Adventure down in Florida at the Universal Resort, you're gonna not see this ride until late November, 2026. So
That sucks to whoever bought a ticket to go there for Jurassic and is like, oh, it's closed.
yeah. Well, there's plenty of other things to do, even a new park.
Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
got that. But let's move on to the next one, which is this Jurassic World the exhibition. Toured around. We went to it out
Mhm.
here in Philly, and it's since changed. It's been honestly a very confusing like experience to follow, because now it's called Jurassic World the Experience, and I don't know, like I haven't seen any walkthroughs or anything recently, but it's everywhere now. Apparently it's like all over the world, and I know it was kind of ramping up and it was doing that, and it was always really hard to follow, and it still is. I still really like I did my best to like look into, like I went through all the websites, and I translated every website, and I tried to buy tickets to every version of this to see when I could buy tickets for them, and it was kind of a wild experience just doing that. But Jurassic World the Experience, that walk-through attraction that's usually at like museums, a lot of the more recent ones I think have been standalone. The London experience, I believe, just closed like a day or two ago. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But there's one in Thailand, in Bangkok. I think the tickets for that run through March. Again, don't quote me on any of these like finality dates, because like I'm not really sure. I did my best to check other languages and websites. And for some reason, the Jurassic World, the experience powered by Neon or produced by whatever it is, like Neon, I feel like they never want to let you know when things are done because they just keep extending some of these. I've heard that, a lot of them, like their runs were supposed to conclude, but then they're like, no, let's keep going. So they may still run, who knows? But Germany, Munich is open April through September, I believe, of this year. Madrid out in Spain, tickets seemingly going into February. And Santiago, Chile, again, tickets going into February, it seems. Singapore, tickets into February as well. So I think I got them all. But yeah, there's a lot of different experiences. So I'm assuming that there's like a ton of these right now. Maybe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the London one could be going to Germany or something like that right now. So keep your eyes peeled. Around the world, Jurassic World, the experience is still out there, still chugging along. It made me, like, seeing this and kind of, like, looking into it made me wish that Jurassic World Live Tour was still going on because I missed that so much. That was such a great experience. But this experience is very nice as well, and it's changed so much since we've seen it. I really wish it would come back over here,
Same, man. Like, when is it coming back to Philly? When did we go? When was it? Like 2016, 17?
Something like that, yeah. It was like
Dude,
16, 17. I don't know.
I think it was like one of the yeah, dude. I think it was like the first time I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's a long time, man. And
In person,
and
at
like,
least, yeah.
yeah, like, so like you go all the way back then, and it was a great experience when we went through it, right? But like they added so many other cool animatronics and experiences with it. That's why they calling it the experience now, because it's more of an experience that we got.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
they got baby like dinosaurs now, and they got like a refurbished Rexy that looks like when we went, Rexy didn't look like Rexy. It looked like the Walking with Dinosaurs T-Rex, just with Rexy's skin. The only one that was like legit was the Indominus. Every other dinosaur there was reskinned Walking with dinosaurs. And I think the Pachyrhinosaurus was completely new.
That looked
and it
good,
looks,
yeah.
Yeah, that looked great. But the Stegosaur, I don't know if there was a Triceratops, the Brachiosaur, I think the Brachiosaur had a JP look, but like it was
just a neck and a head. It wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, and when we went, look, we still enjoyed it. We still loved it, even though it didn't look like Rexy. We were still like, oh, that's so cool. But then I remember when they refurbished it and like it looked like Rexy, I'm like, oh, come on, man, I didn't get to see that.
I know.
And I'm not gonna lie, I had a little jealousy about it. I was like, yo, this is not fair. Like, why isn't it here? It started here. When's it coming back? And they're taking their sweet time, man, to come back, yo. Because look at that. Look at all those dates and countries. They're like, nah, the U.S. has enough. They have enough. They got the movies. They got the stars live in their country. That's fine. They got the celebrities there. I
was hoping at least for like a residency in Las Vegas or something.
Yeah, or even like this is something that I've had these conversations with you. This is something that Universal should just adapt into their park somehow. This would be so cool to just have. Like, it doesn't have to be these animatronics that these animatronics probably aren't meant to like run like kind of like maybe like, well, you know what? They kind of do because they run all day.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the hours, how comparable the hours are, but yeah, they are getting a lot of motion, but I see no reason why they wouldn't be the same, why they couldn't still operate. But
I mean, they're doing that in what is it? I think it's Thailand. They're actually creating a Jurassic World, like But I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. I don't know if I'm ever going to Thailand. You know what I mean? Like, so like,
hey,
enjoy it, people. But hey, I wish I could go. But
this is for any of our listeners in Thailand, in Chile, and Spain, and Singapore, wherever, Germany, whoever you
Enjoy
are
it.
out there, or if you're traveling, get out of the States, man. Go to other nicer countries. But I guess they're nice. I don't know. But let's move on to the next thing, which it's kind of it's just a carryover from 2025. But I did want to talk
Hmm.
about it real quick. And let me how do I get rid of this?
This
Let's
is all
allow
you,
all these
man. I don't.
cookies.
I have not played this game.
Oh, so you've not played Jurassic World Evolution 3, which thank you
No,
again
I
to
don't.
Frontier. They were kind enough to let us play this game and get early access and stuff, and I've really enjoyed my time with it. And obviously
Yeah,
like it's been out for a while now, but
let,
it's a really fun game, man.
let me tell you something. So it has to do with this. So in November when like Black Friday, they do Black Friday deals on PlayStation and Network and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I have a PS4. Okay, so that already may kind of set the story. But basically, I found an old gift card that I was supposed to give to somebody else, but I ended up not doing it. So I was like, I'm gonna use it. Like I don't even talk to this person anymore. So I took the card, I put in the money, and I'm like, cool, I have $25 towards it, and let me see the deals. And searching for it, I'm finding Jurassic World Evolution 1, Evolution 2, all these DLCs, and I'm like, where is Evolution 3? What the hell's going on? And then I'm like, all right, let me just see. I go to Google, it's only PS5. I was
Mm.
like, okay, that dream
Yeah.
went away. So I ended up buying the Jurassic Park Saga collection, or that old game
Oh,
collection.
nice. Yeah.
I ended up buying that, and I had a lot of fun with that because I
Yeah.
can't play my Sega right now. It doesn't. When you get a new TV and you don't have an older one, it doesn't link up right. So, but
It doesn't even have the
it
ports
looks
anymore. It's so annoying.
no, but it looks awesome, and I'm again just like the exhibition. I am jealous seeing people play this game. I watched them play, and I'm like, I want to feed the babies. Like,
Oh, yeah. Baby
it looks so
Spinosaurus,
cool.
man. Oh, they're so cute. Gotta tell you, even you
All the
would like
all the
the baby
babies.
Spinosaurs.
Well, I've told you, my mind has come around a little bit. It's still not my
Hmm.
favorite, but it's come around because I work on a lot of. I'm actually working on a lot of Spinosauride type stuff, Jurassic Park 3 type stuff. So there you go.
Proud of you, man.
Some took years, but here I am. Still not my favorite though. Still not my favorite. But.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Like, how your thoughts change maybe on Rebirth in 20 years or so. Maybe you'll get there as well. But you're
Yeah,
coming around at least on JP3, maybe.
yeah. You
Um,
know what it is, man. It's never really gonna like go great with JP3 because of that fight, but I don't think it'll ever like I'll never like dislike Rebirth in that way because that T-Rex is just phenomenal. And I just,
it is.
you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, let's get back to this.
Yeah, but no, Evolution 3, I don't have any updates at the moment, but they did just come
Hmm.
out with this Wetlands DLC that you can buy now. It was pretty recent, but I would just keep your eye out because there's certainly going to be like more
Oh
DLC and
yeah.
stuff like that. If any of the other games are, any kind of reference, they've released a lot of DLC throughout Evolution 1, Evolution 2. So I'm excited to see what comes next for this game and to see cuz this Wetlands pack was such an awesome like addition and it felt so much better
It's
than a lot of the
beautiful.
other DLCs and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's beautiful. I love the different aesthetics and stuff that it brought, like that really south kind of
Hmm.
Cajun vibe and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to see what they can do with future DLCs. So that's definitely on my list for 2026 to see what's going on there, and also
Uh,
to see if they kind of weave in Rebirth in some way because there were little hints of it in Evolution 3, which they did. They nicely like kind of gave nods to why maybe dinosaurs could die off and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna keep
mm.
my eyes peeled there because I bet you there'll be some good stuff I think this year, hopefully. But yeah, to
Yeah,
be foreseen.
yeah. The all the updates and all the stuff I've seen about it, all was like all the things that like gamers that were playing the last two were like, we would love to have this, and from what I've seen, a lot of people are happy that you can fully customize the land. You can do a bunch of other
Yeah.
stuff. the having babies in the game is always great because it's always great to have like family of dinosaurs, and I mean we do that with our toys, like with our collecting,
Yeah.
Aaron always liked to say he liked to get herds and stuff, and I
Yeah.
get that, I understand that because I don't get herds, but I always like to have at least two, and I'd be like, you are and you are the male, you're the female, here's the hatchling, and that's how I like kept my little population of dinosaurs, and
Yeah.
to have that in a game, and they look so good, like the models and the graphics, and just like look at
Mhm.
this one that you have in the background. I
Yeah.
think that's an irritator, right? I think it's irritator.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know for sure, but it
It's
looks like it at
beautiful,
least.
man.
It's kind of covered, but
It's
yeah.
it's it's so well done.
Oh, dude, look at that.
Look at
Oh,
that.
so
Yeah,
good. So good.
incredible,
Yeah.
incredible. Look at that.
Hypsilophodon, like, oh, they're cute.
Yeah, look at that little cute guy.
Yeah, but this game's awesome. Like this scenery is so
So
good and
cool.
so different. It's really
Mm-hmm.
nice. But speaking of toys and things that you were just kind of mentioning there, let's go over to Collect Jurassic because they've got this Jurassic World Survival pre 2026 toy checklist. So I did ask Tom Jurassic. This article was by Tim, but Tom keeps up with everything Collect Jurassic as well, and the Jurassic World Survival line, is a 2026 line. It sounds like for the most part. To be honest, one of the things throughout 2025 that I fell off of really like in a big way was the toys.
Me
I
too.
didn't really collect a whole lot of anything, to be honest. There was like some
Mhm.
reimagined kind of maybe stuff like that and the SDCC one, but that outside of that, like I don't know, man. Maybe some Hammond collection. But I know there's some out there right now that are in Target. I have not picked up those Hammond collection items,
Me neither.
but I think there's some pretty interesting things. What are your thoughts on this Jurassic World survival aesthetic and toy line so far from what you've seen?
Oh, people are not gonna like this. I don't like it at all.
No.
Like, I don't want to say hate, but I do not like it. Like, okay, stop scrolling for a second. Okay, so these guys right here, the Wild Roar,
Okay.
right? You
Yeah.
have the Ceratosaurus. What is that? Like, why does it have a unicorn type of horn? Like, what
That
is
is a
going on
big.
there?
Yeah. That is
Like,
big.
they,
Lem-
it's like, I like artistic freedom on a lot of things. I'm an artist myself, but holy moly, they went all out, and it just doesn't look Jurassic to me. They look a lot more like dinosaur toys that you find at Marshalls or like TJ Maxx, those ones that like they put up there. I don't like the color schemes, that bioluminescent stuff. I'm sorry to say,
Mhm.
but I'm a hater of this series. I haven't bought any of them. Not going to. Like, I mean, I'm broke, but but like if I did have the money, I would not be getting these. I'm sorry, Mattel, but these are
Yeah.
not it for me.
No,
And
I feel you
if
there,
you
dude.
scroll back up,
Hmm.
yeah, let's go to the other one. Okay, so here, um, I the Dimorphodon is huge. First of all, they're going off a scale, like they're not in scale anymore. They're going all crazy with the scaling. Um, is that a Dilophosaurus back there? You go to the other side. What
Oh
is
my
that?
god, I did not know that was a Dilophosaurus.
I
What?
mean, they're trying. It's almost like a mix of what they're trying to make it look more like what it like. Because the new Dilophosaurus, the new studies say that it looks more like that in a way, but
Uh
they went
huh.
a little crazier with the artistic freedom. And when you go all the way to the other side, the Nanotyrannus, which recently has been confirmed to be a separate species of Tyrannosaur, which is pretty exciting news because I've always loved this dinosaur. Um, it's a lot bigger than that, first of all. And
Hmm.
I honestly, I would pick up the Nanotyrannus. Off of that right there that we're looking at, that's the only one I would get. And
Okay.
then if we go back up, oh no, yeah, there we go. I would nope, none of them. Thanks. I'm good.
What is this thing?
Because
A spectrovenator. So many like spikes on that one. Kind of honestly,
yeah.
like I'll be real with you, dude. I'm not gonna buy any of these, but I don't mind them like at all. Like, and I think that's where I kind of I like some of these designs is that they are wild and different, and they I don't know. Like I definitely have said like, oh, I don't want to buy any random old dinosaur toy that doesn't look like Jurassic. Like that's me all the way. I've definitely said those
Mm-hmm.
words. But at this point now that we've gotten so many toys and so many of the same molds and so many like kind of uninspired works, I'm kind of cool with this. Even though half of them look like they're from Avatar.
Yeah.
I like this plesiosaur is straight up from The Way of
What
Water, right? Like
the-
there's no way that's not from
what is
James Cameron's Way of Water from 2022. Is that when that
I,
came out?
just, I and look, these are probably going to be a hit with like a lot of kids with the weird looking stuff because and but not for me, man. I
Yeah.
just like I can't find myself ever buying that Dimetrodon. Like, what is that? Like,
It looks crazy, dude, but I kind of like it. Like it's straight up a dragon with like, I don't even know,
one
man.
wing.
Yeah, one wing.
But I will say, if you go down the line and go to like the bigger dinosaurs, there is one that I say that I'm not going to get it, but no, not those two. Nah, no thanks. That one, the
The
Carnotaur.
Carnotaur. Yeah.
That
It's
doesn't
pretty
look
nice.
bad. That looks like they look. It has the lips, doesn't have the teeth showing. They try to go more paleo accurate, actually,
Mhm.
which is cool, but still, like, no, it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, and I think I kind of like the aesthetic too that they've got going on here, with the black and yellow. Like I think that looks pretty good, and the rebirth T Rex back on the back of the package.
It does.
Yeah,
That
I
does.
kind
The
of dig it.
packaging looks awesome,
Packaging looks good,
but
especially this part, like back here, dude. It's giving Lost World vibes, right, with the black and
yes,
yellow
yeah.
striping. Like that's pretty good. This is on the bigger dinosaur here, the Carnotaurus. Um, but I gotta say, I'm kind of excited for this reimagined Indoraptor.
You know, I why did I get the other ones? I would have gotten that one. That one looks so
Yeah.
cool, but I just can't. I just can't. One, financially, that's that's the main part driving this. But like, it's just I have two of them. I have that. I have the one
Yep.
that's electronic from like
The
Fallen Kingdom.
electronic. Yeah.
I have the other one that's posable, and then I have the newest one that came with like the headgear. I just can't like find
Oh. Huh.
like I can't make myself get another, even though this one is 100 times cooler than the other ones. I can't find myself to buy it because it's just
Yeah.
But if you go a
It's
little bit
cool.
this way, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, man, but I'm getting that Triceratops. That
I
thing
feel
is
like people
freaking
have been
cool.
getting it. Have people gotten this one? Is this one of the
I've
ones?
seen some people. Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen some people have it and show
Yeah.
it.
So
I think Tim actually got it.
I think it was Tim. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Mhm.
what the deal was there, but yeah, that does look nice. I'm kind of out on trikes though, dude. I'm over them. And this was this one of the this was one
I
that
have
was
not
already
s-
released.
Yeah,
Was
I
that
have not seen it.
yeah,
Anybody get that one yet though.
yeah.
It looks
The
cool though. I
motorcycle
wouldn't
with
mind.
Owen.
Yeah, he's wearing like the Dater. Was it no, not
Well,
Dater?
the Carter. He's
What's
got like
what
the
Carter?
Carter
There you go.
outfit. Yeah.
Yes, Carter. That's who it is.
Yeah. But it's like it's not as inspired of a reimagined collection like with the bike and
No.
stuff like that. It's like we're I would much rather have them given us Carter on a motorcycle again. Like that would have been so cool. But hey, here's Owen
You
again on
you
another
here?
motorcycle.
You want me? Look, So I'm talking to Mattel right now and Universal. If they're listening to this podcast, you want to give us a really good reimagined? I'll give you a great money idea right here. You take the Bush Devil tracker or like the Jeep, and you take the
Throwing stuff around my office. Don't worry.
you take the Jeep that you guys released with Fallen Kingdom and then with Dennis Nedry, and then you take the Ford Explorer that you released with that Tim and T-Rex set,
Mhm.
and re-release them as those unreleased versions of 1995. Remember though they had like the Explorer, and it was like black with stripes and netting and
Mhm.
stuff, and then
Yeah.
the Jeep was like green with red and stuff. Dude, if they did a reimagine of those, I know those would sell because people have wanted those unreleased vehicles since 1995. They never made it to shelves, and for Mattel, they're trying to bring back like, oh, let's reimagine stuff from those days. That one will sell. That people will be like, oh, it's
Yeah.
the colors from the ones that never sold, you know.
Yeah.
But
For me, the only one that's inspired here is the Indoraptor, like because it's got the
mhm.
black and gold, and is that blue or I don't know what's going on up top on the head, but it looks awesome. The trike looks very nice, real feel Triceratops. That's very cool, but it's lacking the reimagined aspect for me. Like I don't really understand it.
Yeah, I get you,
And
man.
and
Yeah.
and the Owen and the two Raptors, it's lacking inspiration, I think. It doesn't feel reimagined. It just feels like here's something else. I need it
Mhm.
to do what you said and to feel reimagined, to feel like something we did get
If they
before, but
if
new
they
and
gave
different.
if they gave that Triceratops the colors of the unreleased Triceratops from Lost World, that came with a tent that was never released, and then
Mhm.
I think Sarah Tech and like Ted painted one, right? They look very similar to the one that was never released. That would be great if they
Mhm.
put those colors and it came with a tent. That's that's where they should go. They should start looking at the unreleased stuff that came out. That never came out. That were
Yeah.
on like promoted by Kenner back in the day, because this is all Kenner inspired. Most of them actually, you know.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
The Indoraptor, not so much. It's just like it's just really cool to get
It's just
a
cool.
like real feel. Yeah, but the Triceratops and the Owen figure with the bike, dude, that's definitely Kenner right there, you know.
Mhm.
And just do stuff that never came out, and fans will love it. You know, they'll.
Yeah.
I just want the Triceratops because it will look great with my Kenner Triceratops. They're both real feel. You know, it would
Mhm.
look awesome.
Oh, for sure.
That's
We
what
got
I was hoping that like what was it, like Land
ooh,
Protector Triceratops they came out with. I was hoping that was real feel, but it didn't. Yeah.
uh Yeah, and there's some
Okay.
other stuff in here, but like nothing too crazy to talk about. At least I know you were like, okay, when it comes to this, probably right.
I mean,
the
I'm gonna be
what are they
honest.
called again? Mutodons.
I'm gonna be honest. I probably will get some version of them in the future at some point because
Yeah. Oh, for
they're in
sure.
the films. So I've gotten to the point where I'm just getting stuff that was in the films. So
Hmm.
if it's not in the film, I'm not really gonna get it unless it's really cool.
Yeah.
But that Allosaurus is a no go for me as well. The one that you just showed, the green one. Yeah,
Yeah.
what
No.
is that?
No.
Like
Don't need it.
like
Yeah.
yeah. And then when
And
you went
look,
down
look.
to
Oh, go ahead.
what's up?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say when it comes to these figures, dude, like you kind of mentioned it before, but these are for the kids. Like we're just like in between movies and things like that. They're just
Mm-hmm.
supporting the line.
Mm-hmm.
They're keeping the line going. Jurassic
Which is
dinosaurs.
good
It's
because
yeah,
like look, I'm a collector and everything and it's all good, but at the end of the day I'm not an idiot. I know that this is for kids, like, and if the
yeah, yeah.
kids have fun with them, more power to them, because this is what made people like you and I these toys,
Hmm.
because you look back at the Kenner toys and yeah, they're cool and all, but there's a lot of stuff that they don't look exactly like the ones in the movie either, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but they were
But,
awesome.
but I just watched a video from 1997 Christmas of me
Oh,
opening or getting the Spinosaurus, and the tiny
the
Lost
green
World
one, right?
Spinosaurus,
Yeah.
that like
Mm-hmm.
green and purple thing. And that's like more in line with these toys, right? Like it's just kind of some random, out of scale, crazy colors
Yeah.
dinosaur that it was not a great toy by any means, but like I loved it, dude. I was so hyped
Yeah,
to be
so did
getting
I.
that Spinosaurus. And it wasn't
Yeah.
from a movie. It wasn't from the movies at that time. It was just its own thing. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what this feels like to me. So I think for the kids out there and everybody, just buy it if you like it. If you like the way it looks, go for it, dude. Like I
Exactly.
don't,
Don't go by my opinion. That's
yeah.
just me being who I am and being very selective nowadays because you got your parents to buy all your toys. I don't have that anymore. It's just me buying them out of my
I know.
pocket. And I got to be selective.
We got to pick and choose. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I didn't get those guys.
I didn't get any of these Hammond collections.
I don't really see myself getting them either. Unfortunately,
not even the Sinoceratops.
That
even
one
though it looks great.
I've thought about it, but it's like I have the 2 electronic ones, the Roarvors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, do I really need that one? Like, if it maybe at some point, but I don't really see myself rushing to get it, honestly.
There were loads of them before Christmas. I don't know what they look like now, but
yeah,
but there were a lot. But one thing that will be on my radar coming up this year will certainly be what's coming from Lego. So there's, I guess, I don't know where this information came from, but brickfanatics.com has 2 Lego sets that are slated for 2026. They've indicated that they will be released in May and June of this year, and they are rated for 18 plus. So if you remember, back last year, 18 plus are for the adult centric sets. So for instance, the T-Rex fossil set, which I got this past year, right? So
I wanted that so bad, I didn't get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't get it either, man. They are very expensive. I unfortunately have a very horrible Lego habit. But it doesn't really pertain to Jurassic all that much, to be honest.
Star Wars,
Disney. I'll have to. I'm gonna send you. I just took this video because we went to IKEA the other night and we got more shelves. So our shelf system here, which I didn't fill it up, so there's still more to put onto these shelves. It's out of control. It's a problem. It's taking up most of my basement wall at this point. But yeah, so I will certainly be looking forward to whatever is coming for this line in 2026. I don't know what it is. I sent you the video, so get a chance whenever you want. But I did not get that T-Rex T-Rex Lego set. But I assume it seems like maybe they will be along the lines of that, since that set was 18 plus. These 2 are apparently 18 plus. Any thoughts on what you think they could be? Like, what would you want to see from Lego in an 18 plus set like that?
I'm calling it now. One of them is definitely a Spinosaurus fossil skeleton, like the T-Rex.
Ooh, okay.
I think so, because there's one thing that 2025 was. It was the year of the Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus was everywhere. It got like it was back in Jurassic World Rebirth. The toys, the Spinosaurus Hammond collection was released, which was an incredible figure, and then as well we were waiting for a while for a colossal one, and it was released as well. Like, it was a Spinosaur. So I feel that with the popularity of the Spinosaurus in 2025, and I don't know, do you know like the numbers if this particular Lego set did well?
I don't know, to be honest. I would love to know. I don't know. I'll have to ask.
If it did, which I think it probably did, because it was a really beautiful set, and people that are like big Lego collectors, I've seen videos of them walking into Lego store, coming out with huge bags of Legos, and then the first thing I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, what does he do for work? Because like, you know, but I think one of them.
Don't look at that video I sent you. Don't look at the video I sent you. Don't just leave it on red. You know, it's fine. I get it, man. Don't look at it. Do yourself a favor. Right. Don't look at it.
Oh, I'm tempted to look at it right now as we do on the podcast, but I'll look at it afterwards, because we're recording. We have to be professional.
No, not here.
But do you want me to check it out right now?
No, that
Okay,
was
all right.
you don't have to ever don't ever look at it if you're yeah. But but I think you're right though, dude. I think a
I think one of them
Spinosaurus
at least.
has to be a great bet because you're right. Last year was all Spinosaur all the time. My
Yeah,
only
ev
my only gripe will be like, is it going to be the Rebirth Spinosaur or the JP3 Spinosaur design? Because
I
I'm
think it
not
would be
very interested
JP3.
in a Rebirth design. Um, JP3 for sure, I would be absolutely.
I mean,
And it sticks with Jurassic World because we did see that Jurassic World
mhm.
Spinosaur fossil, so you could do that.
I
Absolutely.
think I think honestly, like, even though the reception, like the reception of the Rebirth one wasn't as bad as I thought people were gonna make it. People did like it. I personally liked it myself, but the JP3 one, even though outdated, or you can say it's a hybrid or whatever it is, right? It's still the the style or the design that people love most for the Spinosaurus.
Hmm.
It's even though it's inaccurate, it doesn't matter because it is a really good design. Like looking at Crash McCurry's like drawings, it's fantastic. His because I've
Oh
been looking at his
yeah.
drawing a lot lately. So like it's a very fantastic design, right? Now, I feel they're gonna go more with that one because if you think about it, where did Hammond Collection go? JP3 design. They could have went with Rebirth, but they didn't. They went with
Hmm.
JP3 because they knew JP3 would sell like that, and it did. It did well. Like
I
I'm
wonder
seeing
if
video.
that was I wonder if that was more like, hey, Rebirth team, like, what's your Spinosaur gonna look like? And they're like, we don't know. And they're like, okay,
Oh
well,
yeah,
let's just make the JP3 one for now until you figure it out.
that is true
But who
because
knows?
they when you read some of the interviews and stuff like that, they got the designs late.
Hmm.
All and that's why our T Rex, which is fantastic, again I have to say, is gray and not like
Yeah.
that brown with yellow stripes. But
Yeah.
man, it's so cool. Believe it or not, I have the one that like you press the tongue and the light, whatever, right? It's like and it keeps chomping
Uh,
of the
Spinosaur?
Rebirth T Rex. No, the T Rex
Oh,
Rebirth
oh.
one.
I don't remember, to be
Yeah, well
honest.
that one, dude. I got another one when it was a deal. I was like, I want one more of those because it's just so cool. It's
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah,
Well,
I
I
want
don't
I
have
want a Hammond collection one. I want a Hammond collection one.
yeah. I don't have the
So
conviction that you have for a Lego set guess, but like I don't know. Like, do you think they would do two massive sets? Like, would it be like a Spinosaurus and like a Triceratops or something like that? That could be a big one as well. Or would it be related to Rebirth in some way? Could it? Yeah, could it be like
a mosasaur.
Mosasaur? What would that fossil look like? I have no idea. Maybe we have gotten the Indominus skeleton before, so maybe we could get like a
Hmm.
Lego version of that or something.
Well,
I don't know if it's
does it?
only going to
Does
be fossil related, but like,
I was just gonna ask that. Is
yeah,
it just
I don't know.
fossils that they're doing?
I
What
wonder.
if like okay, you said it's 18 plus, so it's probably like a lot of pieces, right? And it's gonna be costly
Maybe.
because an adult. All right. Well, let's just say that happens, right? What if they do the visitor center or like
Mm.
the the one from Jurassic World?
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, dude, I just got a crazy idea. I'll get to it. But so when you were saying that, I looked it up. I just wanted to see like what some of the other sets were. There's been a lot of
mm-hmm.
fossil sets, right? There was the big T-Rex one that was 18 plus.
Yeah.
Then there was the like Triceratops head, and then there was a
Yeah.
T-Rex head. They both came with like some little vignette kind of thing. I have the T-Rex
Mm-hmm.
one. But that one's 9 plus, and the Triceratops is also 9 plus. So those are
Mm-hmm.
not 18 plus. I want to look up Jurassic Park Lego set. Let's see, because this one might be 18. Just Jurassic Park one that is like a scene. I don't know if you remember. Open
Oh,
up.
the breakout scene.
Yes, the breakout scene. I have that one, and that
Yeah, I have
one
that one too.
it is. I believe it is 18 plus. So Dude, I'm hoping it's like that. That would be really cool if maybe we got the Spinosaurus, which is the fossil, but then we also got like a scene. That would
Mm-hmm.
be pretty cool. I could see, dude, any number of scenes like playing out. I think, oh man, like a upside down trailer with two T-Rex busts or something like that on either side, or
the Lost World fan in me, like I didn't even want to say it because I know it wouldn't be true, but the trailers, the RV with two
Mhm.
T-Rexes would be just absolutely phenomenal. Because I've seen people make it custom, like with custom Legos and stuff, and just to think that they would actually bring that out, I don't know what I would do, but that's a set that I guess I would put my kidney on the market to like sell and just get it because like
Yeah, yeah.
I can't miss out on that one, man.
They've
Like
done some
that's
great
too cool.
sets in like
Hmm.
that style where it comes in like the black outline. It's like a full scene. The
Yes. Uh-huh.
breakout. There's the Jaws one that has like the orca and like and Bruce like sticking out of the water. There's the temple scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh
So
wow.
there's a few of them. I don't know if there's other ones or not. I forget. But those three, I have them all. Again, don't watch that video. There's way too much stuff in that video. But I have all of those, and I would love another one. And I would love another one. So please give it to
Just
me,
kidding.
somebody. But yes, I think a Lost World one, or Spinosaurus, if they wanted to continue with that trend,
Hmm.
JP3. Um, I
What if
venture they would skip over those two movies though. It would probably be like a mosasaur would coming out of the water, like eating something, like that would be cool, or something from Rebirth. If it was that
but
Rebirth Rex dude, like that would be cool as well.
oh wow, river scene
With like the river
with a
scene, like
rebirth
you've
there.
got it would be perfect, dude, because you've got this long, like rectangular space, right? And you can
Hmm.
make it the river. You've got the Rex on the left, and you've got like a river raft, the family in the raft, the rapids. It would be perfect. You've got monkeys perched up on one tree over
Hmm.
here. You've got that would be flawless. So I think that's going to be my final guess as what the other one's going to be, but I don't know.
I'll give you one as well from Rebirth. There was a great scene, the Mosasaur scene with the Spinosaurus, like
Mm.
circling the boat. You get the
Oh
boat,
yeah.
the people,
Yeah.
because it you gave me the idea when you said the Jaws set. I didn't know about all these sets, but like with the Jaws set, I'm like, oh, they can definitely do the boat, that
Mhm.
Duncan's boat, and then they could have like the Spinosaurs, like the sails, and just kind of get coming out of the water. They don't have to do a full Spinosaur. They could just have them, maybe one of them coming out, and then have the Mosasaur. You know?
Oh, for sure. So here's the one I was talking about, right? So it's like this
Yeah,
set here.
yeah.
So
It's
yeah, you
ideas.
could.
That's what it's called. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
definitely do that.
So you could do that for sure. Have their boat there with some of the cast members.
Mm-hmm.
Zora Zora, is that what her name is? Zara?
Zora Bennett.
Zora. There's too many
Yeah,
of
Zora
those
Bennett.
Zora Zaras. You could have the Mosasaur set with Zora. I don't know. I'm lost now. Uh,
Mosasaur, Zora, and
oh,
Dora, the explorer,
Dora the
on the boat.
Explorer. Yeah. Yeah, you could have Zora, Zara, and the Mosasaur in either set. It doesn't matter which one.
Hmm.
Different Mosasaurs, but same Mosasaur somehow.
I think that would be
Very
cool, man.
confusing. Yeah, maybe it's one of those choose your own sets. Like I also
Mhm.
have the Legend of Zelda like set that's like you could choose the Deku tree from Ocarina of Time or from the other one. And I didn't choose that one. I chose the Ocarina of Time one. But maybe they'll do that with the Mosasaur. It's like, do you want yours green or gray and blue or whatever? Which colors scheme do you want?
They made a Zelda set. Oh man, I should have got that for my
Yeah,
sister. My sister loves
yeah,
Zelda.
yeah. It's
Are you
awesome.
excited for the? I know this is completely out of, and we won't really go crazy with this, but are you excited for that series or movie that they're
The
making?
movie, yes, I'm very excited for it. I
Mm.
I don't know that it's gonna be exactly like the story or aesthetic that I want, but like it looks
Mm.
it looks like it could be nice. It looks like it could be nice. I have
My
high
sister said the
hopes.
same thing. My sister said the same thing. She's like, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, but I have, she's like, I'm a little worried about it, but let's see what happens. And it's like, it's our first,
Hmm.
like her, her, her franchise that she loves
Yeah.
going into film. So I feel for her a little bit. Like, I
Just
hope it's good, man. I hope
the
it's good.
singular tattoo that I have is
Yeah.
the Triforce and everything on there. So I'm very much excited for that. So
That's
fingers
good,
crossed.
man.
Fingers crossed. All right, so that's the Lego. Let's move on to
Mm-hmm.
something a little interesting that caught my eye. John Morant, basketball player. He and Nike apparently are doing a Jurassic Park combo. I don't really know anything about shoes. I'm not a shoe. I mean, I like shoes. I'm a shoe guy in that regard. I like them. I like wearing shoes. But
Yes.
I have this website up here, Soul Retriever, and they showcased some crossover shoes here. So here is a what is this? What would this be? A Nike Ja 3s, and the first sneaker takes inspiration from the Jurassic Park logo. So if you look down here, you got the logo on the tongue of the shoe, and and the this kind of black and yellow pattern. Nothing crazy, just like it's a nice design. It's actually pretty good if you're just like subtle Jurassic. You don't want to showcase too much, other than the front of the shoe. Pretty nice. And then there is also Jurassic Park silver one with also the logo on the front as well. This one doesn't really scream Jurassic to me,
No.
but this one does for sure.
Oh yeah, that one definitely.
That one definitely does.
The one
So,
before the one before with the blue
Uh-huh.
screams Mr. Freeze to me.
Yes, Mr. Freeze, look out! It's my Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic Park. Somebody
Ice
Age. Get to the chopper. We need to leave the island now. The dinosaurs. Yeah, excuse me.
No, man.
Something in my throat there. I don't know.
Come on. No, dude, we all love your voice mimics of the best one's always Chris Pratt, Raptors. That's always one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's so great. But yeah, that one
man.
definitely screams Jurassic.
Yeah, these shoes, these Nike Zoom X, I don't know what the name is, but that's what it says on the side. It's the Ford Explorer. We've gotten a few, I think like Reebok or whatever have done like some of these as well. There's some other brands that have done shoes as well, but here's one this one looks pretty great too. If you want like full on, all out Jurassic Park. Oh, it does, dude. It looks very comfortable.
It looks really comfortable.
But yeah, I'd be down to get a pair of these. What are they?
Yeah, those ones would be the ones that I would go for.
Get out of this.
Honestly.
But yeah, I don't know how to get out of this image. But,
trapped.
But there, I'm trapped. But hey, looks pretty nice. JP12. Is that his number? Maybe I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Ooh, the soles look pretty nice.
Oh, that. I want them just for the soles, man. Those are cool.
Yeah,
and I wish I could just like buy those soles.
Get
somewhere.
out of these pictures. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
But yeah, so retail price on those Explorer ones would be $135. It looks like, and $145 for the Jurassic Park silver, whatever. That's I don't. Yeah, and then $135 again on the black and yellow.
I'm gonna be truthful here, one. Brad. I buy my shoes at Walmart. Like.
Yeah, man.
There's no way I paid something. I did that when the Reebok ones came out. And I've never worn them. They're like there somewhere in the collection.
Yeah.
Because the amount of money I paid for them back then just doesn't equate with me actually wearing them. Like I just feel like they're gonna get ruined. So,
I know.
No.
I have worn mine a handful of times. But they are also just sitting right over there next to my collection. So I like wore them, I clean them off, and then I like bring them back in the house and I like set them down in the collection there. So yeah, but I don't know. I don't know that I'll get these, but we'll see. If who knows, this kind of shoe, they might sell out right away. I have no idea. Another pair features the color palette from the cars used in the movie and the Dilophosaurus. I didn't get that. Did you get a Dilophosaur vibe from
No,
any of these? I
no,
don't know.
just the
Maybe it was
car.
this one. Maybe
That
I don't know. I'm not really sure
that's
what they're talking. This shoe company has no idea what Jurassic is. So I'm kidding.
yeah. No, the especially the metallic one. The metallic one just what.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
it's just like
the third pair. It said it up there. What it's supposed to represent. The third pair is a metallic silver and blue combo reminiscent of the labs found on the island. Okay, that's Jurassic World, by the way, not Jurassic Park. So
yeah,
yeah,
and all
you,
three of these drop April 2026. So keep your eyes peeled.
well,
Yeah,
that's when my
there you
birthday
go.
is. Somebody wants to spend $135. Hey babe, if you're listening, go get me those shoes. No, she's not gonna do that. She's not
He's
gonna.
not gonna
She's
wear
gonna
them.
do,
He's not gonna wear them.
no, she would never. She'd be like, I'm getting you $20 shoes. That's it. We'll slap a sticker of Jurassic Park on it, and you'll be happy.
There you go. There you go. All right. So next up, we've got a lot of things here. Still, this one's a cool one. At least this is Jurassic Park VHS book. It's a book.
Oh,
Don't get too excited. I mean, it's a book by James Mottram, who has done all those, big making of ultimate tribute books or whatever, for Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. So this is a new one, a new version, maybe smaller. I don't know, but it's supposedly supposed to replicate the look of a VHS tape, which it does, to a certain extent.
yeah.
It's a visual handbook series, so not a whatever the VHS stands for. I actually
Oh,
don't know. What does it stand? What does the original VHS stand for?
I think it's
Hi,
I think it
I
was
don't know.
a video home something or like
Series. I don't know. But anyway,
yeah.
this one is not a VHS tape. It's a book. And
Mm-hmm.
it says here in 1993, director Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park brought Michael Crichton's Isla Nublar and his dinosaur theme park to life. I don't need to read all that. Designed to look like the original in the 1994 video home system. Oh, there it is. Video home system
Videos home
tape.
system. Yeah.
This
Um.
box set offers Jurassic Park fans an in-depth account of the making of Spielberg's film, including rare concept art, film stills, behind-the-scenes photography, and exclusive interviews with key creatives. This must-have collectible set is a fitting tribute to a landmark film and the perfect way to experience Jurassic Park for the first time or the 100th time. It's a special collectible format. This unique box set includes a slipcase and hardcover book designed to look and feel like a classic VHS tape. Deep dive into a classic film. The perfect guide for fans of all ages. This box set offers in-depth commentary about the film, about making the film and the legacy of it, and is fully illustrated. It's fully illustrated with film stills, concept art. Again, I read most of that again, but there you go. That is a book. I don't know when this is coming out, but keep your eyes peeled. I guess
Honestly,
$24.99.
out of all the things we've talked about coming in 2026, that is definitely on my list because I if there's one thing
March 3rd.
One thing I love collecting this Jurassic is books. I love
Mm-hmm.
all the making, scrapbook, making of the visual history. I have all of them. I have the cookbook, dude. I
Yeah.
have
Oh yeah.
Jurassic Park like recipes.
Yeah. I don't have this
I will.
script book. I really got to get that script book.
I
I
got that
guess.
one too. I hate the cover on it. That T-Rex looks atrocious. But look at it.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yes. Yeah. It's
I
bad.
think was that like the original design to Stortus Rex? Because look at it. Oh my god.
It's rough. Like
so,
why?
it's so rough. With every other image they could have put on there, they put that.
And this
It's
one
like
they changed out Grant in the image here, but at least it looks
yeah.
cool.
It looks like the original kind of like concept art.
Yeah.
But man, woof, that's rough. That T-Rex, it's seen some stuff. But the thing that they're saying though, which is funny because they're like, we made this look like the original VHS like tape, blah blah blah. Maybe the book itself, but that sleeve right there, that does not look like the original
No.
lake case. It didn't have all these little dinosaur designs. It didn't have.
Yeah.
I mean, the VHS on the top that comes with the series, but like I have it right over
Yeah.
there. It doesn't. It looks
It doesn't
cool.
have the
Don't get me
fossil
wrong.
designs. It
It
was
looks
just straight black.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks awesome, but it's not like the original. So kids that are looking to get this and be like, oh, it's gonna look like the original tape, that's a lie. But it's still awesome though. Still looks cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, and it's probably a duplicate of like a lot of the same stuff from like,
The visual history,
other the
probably.
visual history or like the Shelley Duncan books or stuff like that. But like,
they're always cool. To
oh, that looks
look
cool.
at that.
Yeah.
Now the tape that's awesome. That's really cool. I like that.
Something we got. I don't know. I think it was the maybe that video game that you mentioned.
Yes, it came in like a
came in the VHS tape. I think
I didn't get the physical copies, but and it also came with like a T-Rex and I think there was a skateboard too at some point or whatever.
Oh gosh, I can't zoom in on it, but it looks kind of cool. There's like some little
it looks
things
awesome.
on there. Yeah,
it has kind of like
cool.
the striping. And there's like a T-Rex there, I think, in an amber mosquito.
Yeah, I was trying to zoom. I can't get the zoom to work that well on that. But yeah, that looks cool. I think that's awesome. The slipcover case, that's nice touch. So I'll be interested to see how it looks and feels for sure. That'll be one I'm definitely gonna get. That comes out March 3rd. March 3rd.
$24. Well, 25, I guess, and whatever tax. Okay, let's just say 26, 27. It's still doable for me. That's good.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. Next up, I wanted to quickly mention it, but I just threw it in there. Are you watching any of the Monarch stuff at all? Monarch Legacy of Monsters, the Godzilla series tied in television show on Apple TV.
Godzilla. I never. Of course I am. I haven't seen the new series. Did it come out yet?
Out yet? No, it's not out.
Okay. Yeah, I have to do a free trial of Apple again to watch it.
Yeah. So you'll have to wait until whenever it's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does come out this year. February 27th, I think, is the first episode.
Cool.
So that runs, it looks like, through May 1st. So I just wanted to notate that because me and Tom cover Monarch. I pulled it up right here. But like, here's the episode lists. Got them all there. February 27th, 2026. 10 episodes through May 1st. So yeah. So I'm excited for this.
I'm a big
as
fan
Jurassic
of the
adjacent
Monsterverse.
as you can get.
Yeah, I love the Monsterverse. I love Godzilla. I love the like. I'm not a like a super Godzilla fan, so I don't know about the past Godzillas. I know enough like surface information, but I love like Godzilla from Godzilla 2014 till now. I've loved all those movies, and I do not care what people say about them. I freaking love them, man. They're so cool. I have so much fun with them. If I want to go, if I want to say like a serious tone, I'd go back to Godzilla 2014. If I just want to have a fun movie with just crazy effects and crazy things going on, Godzilla and King Kong like versus. It's so great,
Yeah.
and
they're
the
wild,
show
man, but they're
was
fun.
awesome. The show, the first season was incredible. I loved it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see that whenever I can, whenever I get like Apple TV again, because I got it really like just a bit ago for Prehistoric Planet Ice Age. I just did the trial for like a week and watched all the episodes, and yeah, now I have to wait to see when I could get another trial, different account.
Well, you try to get it at May 2nd or something.
Yeah,
May 1st,
once it's
and then you can watch
done, I'll watch it. It sucks because so much is much is spoiled online that it sucks. So I have to like people spoil so much online. It's not fair.
I know. Yeah, it stinks. as soon as stuff airs, it's just out there.
Mhm.
But I'm excited for this. It's not Jurassic related, but it's adjacent, and me and Tom
Mhm.
cover it in full. We're doing like
Oh no, yeah.
episode recaps and stuff like that. We did it for season 1 of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. We're doing it again for season 2. Something to keep the show going while there may or may
Oh
not be
yeah.
Jurassic news this year. Who knows?
And
But
then we have
that
a
is
movie
on the
too.
list. Oh
Like
yeah, when is that coming out?
when that movie comes out, since I'm not probably gonna be watching Monarch with you guys at that time because you guys are watching it episode by episode. I'll watch it when it's done. But when the
Mhm.
movie comes out, I wouldn't mind doing like a special
Mm.
adjacent Jurassic, and we can talk about the new movie
Yeah.
of it's Supernova, right? Yeah, Supernova.
Supernova looks like that's coming out March 26th, 2027. So we'll talk about that next year's
Oh,
episode. Me
2027.
and you,
Woo!
we'll talk about that
Oh, that's
next
a while.
January.
Yeah, that's a while now.
Maybe we'll have a trailer by then, some other stuff to talk about, but
Yeah, that'd be
yeah,
cool.
we still got some time for that one. We'll watch that
Mhm.
and then the new Zelda movie that same year. So I can't wait. This is gonna be a crazy year. But
Oh yeah.
moving on, what do we got next? Let's see. I lost my notes since I got on this Godzilla tangent. But we are gonna go over to something actually pretty cool. I'm excited for this. This is the Universal Theme Parks, the exhibition, which is actually coming to Philly. Speaking of Philly and the Franklin Institute
Oh,
again.
there we
So
go.
February 14th through September 7th, 2026, you'll get to see how they make the theme parks. A behind the scenes
Oh, that's
look
pretty
at
cool.
how Universal makes the theme parks and the rides and animatronics and everything. So if you check out if you're watching the video of this podcast, there is like showroom floors and stuff like that. You'll see there's a big Triceratops head on display.
Oh
I'm
wow.
hoping, I don't know, but I'm hoping it's that big head that was on display in one of the tribute stores. Maybe that would be
Mhm.
cool. And they've got something about animated figures here, programming and animation in theme parks, theme park attractions. And they've also got like a Dilophosaur standing there. So this is
Mhm.
renders. It's not like actual
Yeah,
imagery,
yeah.
but it's giving you a general idea. There's Jaws stuff there as well. Speaking of Jaws before, but you'll get to see how they make this stuff. And it does say inspect over 100 vehicles, props, and other original artifacts from famous rides, attractions, and live shows, including Jurassic World, DreamWorks Animation's How to Train Your Dragon, and Kung Fu Panda, and Universal Monsters. So
Oh,
lots
that's
of
so
stuff,
cool.
lots of it's an
Lots of stuff that you love, dude.
18,000 square foot. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, I love the
So,
Universal Parks in general,
I
even outside of
yeah.
Jurassic. So,
Uh-huh.
I'm very like how theme parks are made, animatronics, that stuff always interests me. Like we went
Mhm.
to a Disney one, I think at the Franklin Institute, if I remember correctly. There was a Disney one, maybe. We went to like the Walt Disney Museum out in San Francisco this past year. So I love seeing like the ins and outs of theme parks, the animatronics. So this is like right up my alley. Universal Parks, Jurassic stuff,
Mhm.
robotic designs, and all kinds of fun stuff. 18,000 square feet, 25 interactive experiences. Um, it's got, let's see, activate your imagination with hands-on activities, challenging you to build coasters of your own, design monster masks, and program animated figures using real-life theme park tools and tech. That sounds awesome. Oh, dude, Little Boo is in here. Oh my gosh, love that.
Oh.
Horror
Oh,
Night
yeah.
stuff. It looks like. Oh, dude, the new Frankenstein ride is there on display.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
dude,
cool.
so good. And then there's more Jurassic stuff in here. You can see Velocicoaster back there. So it
Mhm.
maybe looks like Greg is back there talking on the video screen about the ride that he built. So that's cool. But I'm excited for this. This is popping up pretty soon out in Philly. I'll definitely be out there. There's photo
That's
ops
cool.
with How to Train Your Dragon, Poe and Tigress from Kung Fu Panda, Gingy from Gingerbread Man, the Gingerbread Man from Shrek. Is that how you say that? Gingy? I don't remember that movie at all. I don't remember him being called Gingy.
No, me neither.
I just remember he
But
talked like
maybe.
this or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That kind of sounded like Mickey Mouse too at the same time. It was,
Oh,
oh boy, oh boy.
oh, oh,
Um,
yuck.
yuck. Oh boy, you're
Yuck.
gonna go to Universal theme parks. Whoops, wrong place. Anyway, this is in Philly. What did I say? February 14th through September 7th. So go check that out.
Oh,
That's
cool.
exciting. And the final actual thing that we know about this year is also a theme park thing. And I've talked about it a little bit here and there on live streams, maybe on the podcast. I don't know. But this is the Universal Kids Resort that's opening in Frisco, Texas this year in 2026. I don't have an actual opening date yet, but I'd probably put it like, mid to late or something like that, 2026. But there is a full Jurassic World section, and it's called Jurassic World Adventure
right.
Camp. Yeah.
We talked about this a while back, right?
I think so, yeah. It says, get up close with some baby dinosaurs and put your exploration skills to the test at Jurassic World Adventure Camp. Here you'll brave exciting rides like Jurassic World Cretaceous Coaster and Mr. DNA's Double Helix Spin. Scale the Jurassic World lookout towers for a Pteranodon's eye view of the park and come face to face with a baby raptor. So this place is very
hold
cool.
up, Brad. You got to say the raptor like Owen now. Because you've been doing the voices.
We got baby raptor. We got baby. You can come face to face with a baby raptor that I personally trained. All right.
Oh, this is so great. That's great, man.
But yeah, look at this. I mean, the ride looks great. The roller coaster. It's all kiddie stuff. It's a kids park. It's not Universal proper. You're not going to get the full thrill experience. This is a kids park. So if you've got kids that are into DreamWorks stuff, this is going to be Camp Cretaceous. This is going to be stuff like that. So, Gabby's Dollhouse, other things I can't think of at the moment.
This is something that would be like great for my niece. She's still very little right now, but she loves dinosaurs, and my niece would love once she gets a bit older. This would be like really cool to take her to something like this because she hasn't seen Jurassic Park in full yet. My sister has shown her clips and she likes it, but she hasn't seen my sister doesn't show her all the, the dinosaur kills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like we want her to get older to see that. Cause she does get scared sometimes, with certain things with dinosaurs. They're still a little scared of her, but once she gets a bit older, this is something awesome to take little kids to, you know, Like I don't have kids of my own, but I have my niece and my nephew, and I know they would love stuff like this.
Yeah, this would be a great year for me to head out there with the family. I think my daughter would be the perfect age for this. My son he's getting a little bit older, so he might like age out of some of this stuff. But dude, any Jurassic fan should be getting there to ride the Mr. DNA ride. Where in the world are you going to be able to go on a Mr. DNA ride? Please, go. It's going to be a silly little I don't even merry-go-round Ferris wheel kind of attraction, but get on it. So they've got the Jurassic World Cretaceous coaster, which I found some new information that I had not seen previously about it. It says Baby Bumpy, the curious ankylosaurus, has gone missing, and we need your help finding her. Board a Jurassic World Ranger vehicle and join the search as you roar through the land on this exciting roller coaster ride. Kids and their grown-ups will zoom through twists, turns, peaks, and valleys while keeping an eye out for an adorable little dinosaur. The height requirement is minimum height of 39 inches or 99 centimeters. Supervising companion required for children under 48 inches. Must be accompanied by a supervising companion. And then there's also the Pteranodrop, which it says, get ready to take the skies like a real Pteranodon. Kids and their grown-ups will soar into the air and see Jurassic World Adventure Camp from new heights, feeling the thrill of gentle drops, bounces, and dips just like a real flying Pteranodon. The height requirement for that is a minimum height requirement of 36 inches, 92 centimeters, and the supervising companion is required for children under 48 inches. So, pretty cool. Where do I have an image of that? It's just a little drop tower for the Pteranodon thing. So you can see that honestly, there is like a play
I've
area walkthrough, the drop tower,
I,
the Mr. DNA, and then the roller coaster.
I've seen the drop tower like at Six Flags and other places
Mm.
like for adults. Honestly, I would get on that one than the other one. I don't
Yeah.
do the coasters, man. I know I have to do the Velocicoaster at some point, but
Yeah, you do.
dude, I don't like roller coasters. Not for me.
They've got interactive play areas. It says budding dinosaur enthusiasts can test their skills at Jurassic World Adventure Camp, discover a serene sensory garden, venture
Oh, that's
inside
cool.
paddock play areas, and scale the Jurassic World lookout towers. They've also
Oh,
got
man.
character encounters. It says get up close with a baby dinosaur for a prehistoric meet and greet, and a once in a 65 million years experience at Jurassic World Adventure Camp. So I don't know. I
That's
bet
awesome.
you Bumpy will be there probably.
Yeah,
I would assume,
definitely.
and a baby raptor. It said before. But yeah, that's that. There's no description on Mr. DNA yet. It seems like they only had the coaster and the Pteranodrop for the new pages there, so you can actually see, which was nice. I didn't see these before, so you get to see like the actual page for the ride, which is nice. And I actually tried my own link to come up with it. Maybe they like didn't like reveal it yet, but I was like trying to fool around to find it, but it didn't seem to exist for the other rides. But that is everything that is actually coming out seemingly this year. So we do have some other stuff real quick. We are running long probably, but let's zip through some final predictions here. On the horizon, we do know that Jurassic Park Survival is still ongoing. I haven't heard anything in a bit from this video game. Jurassic Park Survival looks awesome. They've slowly trickled out some information here and there, but very, very slowly. You know, they have been in our inbox here. They've sent me emails about it, and they usually give me a heads up when there's a new post coming. But it's been few and far between recently, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. I'm going to kind of weave in some predictions here as well for the future, but I bet we find out that this is not until 2027, next year. I don't know that this is going to come out this year. I think that they've still got the DLC and stuff that we talked about earlier that'll probably fill like the evolution, gap for this coming year. But I would venture to guess that maybe this could be early 2027 or something like that, But again, I got to look because when this game keeps getting pushed, but when does GTA 6 come out?
Never.
November. It says November, but I don't know if that's accurate. I feel like it got pushed again. I don't know. Yeah, maybe November this year. So I don't know. Maybe early next year would be still good. It doesn't matter. GTA 6 is going to take over the world, but yeah. So
yeah,
I would expect next year still at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited to. Honestly, I didn't know PS5 was for Evolution 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been waiting to get a PS5 for just this game, honestly. So
yeah.
I'm sorry, fans, and I'm sorry, Brad, but the longer they push this out, the better for me to save up to actually get one. Where they put it on clearance and the new one comes out, and then that one is priced lower. That's what I've been doing with these systems for a while. I got PS4 when it was like 6 years old already. I'm like, all right, let me go in there and get it for like $100. Still, it was $500. I don't payment plan.
Still a great system, though. To be honest, there's incredible
awesome.
games on there. The back catalog's great, but yeah, this I'm fine if they want to wait and push it to 2027. I would be all for that, dude. Because I don't want them to rush. I want them to take their time to get it right.
Exactly.
It seemed like the game was farther along the first time we heard about it, but then it seemed like they kind of took some steps back. I don't know if there were rewrites or anything, but I have no idea what's going on here, when this is going to come out. I think the last thing we got maybe was like a showcase of the actress who's playing the character.
There was it was like a showcase with them, and then there was another one where they're talking with the guys creating the game, and they showed some some footage and like concept art for some of the stuff, and the game looks fantastic. I had one kind of nitpick, and it was kind of like I feel that some of the designs are Jurassic World designs rather than Jurassic Park designs, but it's a nitpick. It's not going
Yeah.
to destroy the game for me. Like, it's just something that's like, oh, that Brachiosaurus looks like from Fallen Kingdom rather than Jurassic Park, you know? But
Yeah, we're never gonna get away from
that's
that, man.
it's never gonna it's never gonna be perfect because the franchise has always been not on like a timeline that's straight. It's always like,
Yeah,
all over the place, and
but
it's all good.
yeah.
But
Who
but
knows? That's on the horizon. Again, I have no
mhm,
concrete information. I don't know that they'll reveal anything this year. I hope so. I feel like they should. But you
yeah,
never know. You never know.
it'd
I
be
don't
cool
know.
to get like
Maybe it comes out this year. It could come out this summer or something,
it,
or in a few weeks. I don't know, but doubtful.
it'd be cool to get like a video of like more gameplay. That'd be awesome.
Hmm.
Like at least like one part. Not don't spoil the game for us, but like at least like one part where like I don't know they're in the lab and they have to use a key card or something and it shows a raptor chasing them. That would be awesome. Just get some of that, like a little
Yeah.
tease of what we're gonna be doing. You know,
Maybe Summer Games Fest will actually like fill us in on some information or something, or we'll have to wait till the Game Awards again
hopefully,
this coming year. So,
hopefully.
but yeah, so there's that, and then also on the horizon, which I don't know again if we'll get any kind of information on. But speaking of Universal Parks, before there is also a another theme park that's being planned for the UK, and
Really?
there's this artist rendering, which it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but this park is way off in the distance, 2030s somewhere. But there is a Jurassic looking section here, which this very well could be the full Jurassic World ride that's like in Beijing. You can
Mm,
see like the rooftops here and stuff like that. They've got like that's
yeah.
Jurassic Park, Jurassic World
You see the
style.
gate right there.
Yeah, you see like the innovation
Hmm.
center kind of entry here, the gates, all kinds of stuff. So the waterway, this very much looks like I think the one that's in Beijing. Is that where it is?
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
cool.
But yeah, so that's on the horizon. We don't really know if we'll get any kind of information on that, but they are talking about it. It is out there in the world. They're
Hmm.
planning. They're doing all kinds of stuff to get this up to date. So there's a December 2025 local letter there. There's fact sheets and stuff like that. So they are working on this, and I just wanted to keep it on the horizon for this year. So we'll see. But this is again not coming until like 2031 or something like that. It's a long
Well,
ways off.
well, let's let Tom know that like around 2030, 31, whatever. You should we're gonna crash at his house for a little bit and go to
Yeah,
this park and hang
yeah.
out.
But yeah, I'm down, Tom. If you are, we're gonna crash for a little bit and visit this park. There might be a Back to the Future roller coaster. There's been a lot of rumors that this is a Back to the Future coaster. There's all kinds of
Oh, that's
stuff.
cool.
But yeah, it's out there,
That sounds
and
fantastic.
can't wait to see. But
Hmm.
predictions. Let's kind of talk about some quick predictions here for this year.
Yeah,
Other
let's say.
things that maybe we didn't talk at all about a new movie, right? So there was an
Hmm.
episode. I remember. I think we did an episode. Maybe it was. Do you remember? I think we did the one in 2023. Me and you, where we're like, yeah, I don't know, man. There's nothing in store for us anytime ever. We have no idea when they're going to do a movie, and then literally 1 month later, they're like,
Yeah,
"Here it is.
yeah.
Here's the director. Here's a guy. We've already fired this director. We've got a new director, and
Uh
then Rebirth, took over. So." But yeah, that was like 2023. Then we did the 2024 one, and then this year, like we have no word, right? But there is rumors that they're bringing back the cast and
huh.
Gareth's coming back. So there's those rumors, but I don't know, man. What are your thoughts? Do you think we get big announcements? Do you think everybody's coming back? Do you think nobody's coming back? Do you think Gareth's back? Like what do you think's going to be revealed
Wait,
this year?
well, I know that maybe it was at the moment. Maybe he is coming back, but didn't Jonathan Bailey said he was going to take a break from acting for a bit?
Yeah, I believe he did, but
Okay, so probably not him, right? Which sucks because I really liked him as Dr. Loomis. I thought he was great. I like the
yeah.
dynamic between him and Zora. Definitely Scarlett's coming back. She loves Jurassic, so like to get her back in a film would be awesome. Um, I would love for Gareth to come back and have more freedom on the script and more freedom on the movie itself. That kind of get like, oh, this is what you got to do.
Mhm.
But as far as announcements, I think we might get something, definitely. I don't think they're going to stay quiet for an entire year about this, because while Rebirth had that, not everybody liked it, it still was a successful film. So
Yeah.
it's definitely coming to a point. Hey, buddy.
Psst, 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 psst.
Toasty's
I
here.
wanted to bring up this article here from E! News. And they say Jonathan Bailey sets the record straight on his hiatus from acting. Oh, look at that Jurassic World
Yeah.
video right there. It says he previously shared that he planned to stop acting for a bit next year, to focus on his nonprofit organizations supporting the LGBTQ plus community by partnering with global
Okay.
brands. But he says, I then did an interview with a magazine when I was cycling between Rome and Pisa on the way to a friend's wedding, and the internet kept cutting out, Jonathan recalled in an interview with Esquire UK, published November 9th. As a result, there was an unfortunate misquote that I had said I'd stopped acting for a bit. My intention was to say, next year I'll be back, but yeah, the ripple effect was extraordinary. By Monday, the
Oh, there
headlines
you
were
go.
saying Jonathan Bailey has quit acting. So it doesn't sound like he's quitting acting. It just sounds like he's
Oh,
maybe,
he'll be back.
he'll be back
He'll be
next
back.
year. So
Oh yeah.
I don't,
He'll.
yeah,
It,
I don't know when, if they do start this movie this year. I hope not. But
no,
I hope they
no.
cook it, dude. I hope they cook for a little bit
I.
longer, you know?
Yeah, man. I don't want this rush, even if it means like waiting a year or two more or even 3. I want it to be completely fleshed out type of movie where they really work on it, put pre-production, have like really good talks. The only thing that I am hoping for not to happen is I don't. Let me see. 3 things I don't want in this new one. If
Four
they
things.
make
There's
this new.
5 things that I don't.
Well, basically, no more mutants, no more hybrids, no human dinosaur hybrids either. You know, if we keep it just to the dinosaurs and we bring back that, like, because Rebirth had a couple of moments that they felt like they were bringing back some of the scare and fear like they had before. We bring back some of that. Um, and they just sit there and just really look at what the fans have been saying and really look at the successes of what they've had in the franchise. Take it, like, take apart those pieces and set scenes like that were like scenes that really had us on edge. You can, like, T-Rex breakout, the RV scene, the escape in the city, um the 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 river scene in Jurassic Park 3, um, the raptors in Jurassic Park 3, the smart raptors and stuff. Jurassic World, the scenes with the Indominus just going through these the ACU, right? Fallen Kingdom, the scene with like actually Fallen Kingdom, I don't know. But Dominion, there's, if you like go through the movies and they actually sit there in like a boardroom table and they're like, that was cool, the fans reacted to this, the fans reacted to that, and actually not make a fan movie because that doesn't always work, but take some of those things and create something where it all works together and let it marinate and work. Don't rush it. You rush it, this is what you get, just a a bunch of people that, yeah, they liked it, but so much hate and so much, oh, the writing's so bad, this is bad, oh, they rushed this and that. It was successful, but it could be more successful, and it could be like Jurassic World all over again if they take the time to really make something awesome, you know? So
Yeah.
that's all I hope for that, because it's going to happen. There's going to be another movie at some point. It's not going to end like that, you
Yeah.
know?
I forget
It's
where the box office ended up. It was somewhere like in the 800 million or something like that, right? So
yeah.
it's definitely on the table. It'll definitely happen.
Mhm.
And I hope they learn some lessons. I hope they take their time to cook this one up and don't just kind of rush into it. And I hope by the time we hear the commentaries for the next movie that it's like, yeah, we really wanted to pay attention to the canonical stuff. We really wanted to get these designs right.
Mhm.
This time we had more time. If you listen to any of the previous two commentaries for that movie, it was like we had no time. We didn't have enough time for this. We couldn't do it in this amount of time. So there was a lot of commentary on that. I hope that the next one is like,
Yeah.
we had loads of time for this one, so we made sure we
Mhm.
got it all right. And I think giving a movie to Gareth with plenty of time would be exciting. So I'm hoping for that. I don't necessarily need him to be the next Colin Trevorrow in that way, but like I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
we do. I really wish we did have somebody to be fact checking and just kind of understanding like, oh, this is wrong, this is right. But I don't know. There maybe Colin should come back. I don't know.
I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you, like it'd be cool to have like kind of like almost like a three pillar type of thing going on. You got Spielberg, Colin, and Gareth, right? And you have them kind of discussing ideas. If they look at Gareth's movies and the way, he does certain things, like especially they should use Godzilla of 2014. I know there's people out there that didn't like it. Honestly, I thought it was one of the best ones. It had that serious
Hmm.
tone. It had a lot of Jurassic influence into it from like the first movie. And if you take some of those elements that made that movie so great, that Gareth had a lot to do with, and then other movies that he's done where it gives you that world building that he can do, and you don't rush it and just kind of like let that fermentate, like actually
Yeah.
grow, I think there could be an amazing movie out of it. But you have to give this guy some like space to do it.
Yeah.
He got onto the project. He did a lot of cool things. He might have had a little input on dinosaur designs, because I think he had a bit of input on the T-Rex, definitely. Um, and when you really think about it, the T-Rex with that thing that it has on its like chin,
Yes. Yeah.
that's definitely influenced from like what was that movie? I think it was like Gorgo or something like that, and it was an Allosaurus. It had that chameleon thing like
Hmm.
this. It's an old movie. I'm talking about stop motion animation
Yeah.
back in the day, right? There we go. Valley of Gwangi.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
You watch Valley of Gwangi. It's it's like the stuff that they have on the T-Rex is very similar to that. So you go, if they're going back and looking at stuff from back then, go back into your own franchise and look at what works, what doesn't,
Yeah.
and build something awesome off of that. But
Yeah.
yeah, if they say they're gonna like, oh, we're starting to film something, it'll be out in 2027. I'm gonna be like, oh, all right, well, I'll watch it, but I know it's gonna be the same thing again.
I hope we just get the announcement that like it'll come out 2028. Like that would be great. I'd
Mm-hmm.
love that.
Because most
Hopefully
of
we'll all make it there. But
oh, um, um, so like, yeah, because if you really think about it, like it was Jurassic Park, 1993. 4 years later, we got Lost World. Then basically, was it 97, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, we got Jurassic Park 3. So like, if you give these movies like that amount of time, you can create something great, And then
yeah.
same thing with Jurassic World and then Fallen Kingdom. They had like 3 or 4 years apart, right? Like what was it? 3 years apart. And then
Hmm.
Dominion had a bunch of time, but COVID messed
Yeah.
up a little bit of it. But then this one was just like boom, right there,
Right
and
away.
there was no time. And
Yeah.
if you start turning this franchise into like these like churning type of things, it's not going to
Well,
go well. It's going to be Transformers all over
yeah.
again.
It was like it felt like a very quick turnaround. It was, I guess, technically the appropriate amount of time in a way because it was 3 years, right? But it also it also came about late in the game, right? It didn't come
Yeah.
about like it felt like it came about late in the game at least. So they didn't have a lot of time to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like if you just let it cook for 3+ years, that would be awesome because then you can think about all those things. And you
Mm-hmm.
like you said, if you give Gareth enough time to world build, like that's what this movie didn't have. This movie was straight up like a '90s movie that like doesn't really care about the when, how, where, why. It just kind of like goes
Mm-hmm.
in, does a mission, and gets out, and which is great. I think that was a lot of fun. But like, I personally, they've kind of taught us to become used to the world building and the lore, and then they flush it down the toilet. So I hope they kind of get
Yeah,
back
yeah.
into that a little bit, even though I don't know. It's a
Likewise.
confusing era. It's a confusing era because like people are in and out of streaming
Mm-hmm.
services, and like people don't want to pay attention to movie number 8. So I get it. Like it makes sense why they would want to kind of just do a silly romp, but I just hope they get some of those details right. So that's for whatever is coming out, Jurassic World Rebirth 2. Hopefully we at least get a not a title necessarily, but like Jurassic World 8, Jurassic World 5, Jurassic Park 8,
Mm-hmm.
2028. I think that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll see,
I
but
agree.
new show. In the meantime, maybe we could get an announcement of like a new DreamWorks show. I don't know that they will or not. It sounded pretty, final with Scott Kramer talking about like, I've got ideas of where to go next. Universal hasn't, said
Hit
they
them
wanted to
back
do
up.
it yet,
Yeah.
but hey, if Universal wants to give Scott the reins of the film franchise, dude, do it, please. Scott's awesome. He knows what he's doing, and his team specifically has a great set of writers and everything. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I trust Scott if they've got an idea for how to connect these stories to Rebirth. I'm all for it. Give us those stories to correct some of those mistakes, and
Yeah.
I hope we get a new show announcement this year. I don't know that we will, but I would love to. You know, there's a
Oh,
chance. It's not impossible. I think there's a chance.
I would love for it to be announced, like even if it takes years to show up, maybe 4 years down the line, um, a live action show.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Yeah,
But you know, what I mean, that's I think that's the honestly, I think that's the next move that they should be really concentrating on.
yeah,
I know in the movies are like the big money for them, but we are moving towards more streaming. So unfortunately, I enjoy going to theater, but like it looks like it's going, you know, the other way. You
yeah,
know, um, so making a good show, unlike HBO, would be awesome for Jurassic. And you don't necessarily have to make it R, but you can make it more adult to, silence a little bit of the people out there screaming for rated R Jurassic all the time, which is a little weird, but you know, um, I think that would be great. Like, cause I don't, I know this is off topic, but did you see Welcome to Derry?
I haven't watched it yet. No, that's on the list.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. Like when you give like HBO like a series like that, they kill it every time, man.
Hmm. Yeah.
And they did the same thing with Penguin for the franchise.
Oh yeah, it's
Fantastic
great.
show. Um, but you give like I would say like I know Peacock has their own thing and they've done some cool shows. I like Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal's a pretty fun show. But if you give them like that and you give them the money that Jurassic gives, and they can do a good live action, and it doesn't need to be in the same timeline we're on now. It doesn't have to be about Rebirth. We can go back. Like they don't. It's not like they get that yet. It's like we can go back. You know that Universal. There's enough story, enough lore that people will be happily go back to the beginnings of the park or go back to like Isla Sorna, the labs. You can create a whole plethora of new characters and you can throw in
Yeah.
new dinosaurs we've never seen before on screen. But it's just like they just keep looking this way and they're not looking always that they can make like
Yeah.
cool stories from, you know?
Here's how you correct that, right? You've got you've got the model, which is Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. They've got a show that does time travel to a certain extent, right? But like it also just shows different time periods so
Mm-hmm.
well. It showcases the same people across different time spans. And I think that's what the model should have been. They're getting 2 seasons of a live action show before we've gotten one. And I mean, I know they're catching up on the amount of movies now at this point in a way
Yeah.
less amount of time, but
Mm-hmm.
like if you were to do a live action show that showcased the Rebirth era, a story there, but also tied into the
The
first,
past.
like the flashback sequence at the beginning of Rebirth, that era, whatever that was again, I forget, it was
Mm-hmm.
convoluted. And then also the 93, 97 era. Like you could do 3 different timelines of intertwining storytelling. I could figure it out in an hour for you and then give you the outline. Like, come on. It's
Yeah,
easy. It's easy
it's
business,
not.
and like I don't know if it's
It's
gonna be a
not.
huge moneymaker thing, but like maybe that's the problem. But it's gonna
I
be
think
good.
it
It's gonna be
would.
good content, I think.
I honestly think it would. Like, because there's shows that have a certain niche and are just completely dominating the social media aspect. And Jurassic is such a big franchise, one of the top ones. For it to have a show that's live action that connects to the movies but connects also to the past, and kind of in that Monarch formula, or even the formula of Alien Earth, if you do something like that, I think it would be a hit. I honestly think it would be a hit. The problem is what they would do. If they do something really stupid, then yeah, of course not. But if they follow that formula and kind of like close in the gaps for us, create new characters where we like these characters, we have to feel for these characters like we felt in the first movie. In the first movie, we didn't want Grant to die. We didn't want Malcolm to die. We didn't want Ellie to die. We sure as hell didn't want Hammond to die, right? But he died in the book, and so did Malcolm. And Spielberg saw how like integral these characters were to the franchise he didn't know he was building, that he left them in there, and we fell in love with these characters. And like if they're in a bad situation, we don't want them to go. And that's what you need. We're getting too many disposable characters in these films, in the last couple of films. And like for example, like Mills, and the guy in Rebirth, I can't remember his name right now, that guy, Krebs, right there.
uh
Like
yeah.
that's the thing. Like I didn't even if like yeah, he was secretly the bad guy, blah blah, I didn't care. Like I didn't rejoice it either. That's the problem. That is the problem that we're having with a lot of these films, is that they're not building these characters up for us to feel anything for them, whether it's hate or love, you know.
Mhm.
And once we get that from a character, we care about them, and that's what keeps the franchise going, because we want to see these characters develop and go into other stories and whatnot. And I would say that some of us like Owen and some of us like Claire, but there's as well, like I can honestly say that I like the old characters more, maybe because I'm from the older generation, right? But I know I see a lot of these like TikToks and reels on Instagram. The kids love these characters of Owen. Oh, Owen's not in this one. Like they grew up with those
Yeah.
characters, so you have to bring that back. Characters that we care about, and characters that are doing bad things, that are not these like evil characters from Batman kind of thing. You know, they can't be these villains with black hats. They have to have gray hats. You have to think like, you have to know that their motivations for them are not evil. They're like, this is what I want to do because this is the world I want to build. And when you do that with a character like a villain, you almost feel for the villain, but at the same time know that the justice has to come towards them, you know? And that's one of the main problems that I see, and I see with people that love movies and love writing in a certain way, is that we need characters like that. Like Chaos Theory did perfect with some of those
Mhm.
characters. Some of the ones that died in Chaos Theory, like remember the mercenary in like season 2? We felt for that
Hap.
guy.
Yeah.
That guy,
Yeah.
yeah, he was great. But he
Yeah.
was a mercenary that was working for the bad guy, but still we felt when because he turned around, but he was taken out by the dinosaur, and he wasn't just like somebody just to be taken out and that's it. Even, you know
Yeah.
which one I've really felt bad for? The Raptor Whisperer.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That was
You
a
know?
really interesting one as well. I don't know where it is in this article, but this article that I mentioned before about chaos theory,
Mm-hmm.
there is a quote somewhere like Scott mentions like it says it right here actually. It says a plot twist tied to a character's faked death and reemergence with a limb difference produced something that wasn't even possible in the Chris Pratt led films. Here's a quote. It says, Colin told us after he saw it, wow, you did something that none of the features could do. You had one of your heroes sustain a serious injury, recalls executive producer Scott Kramer. So, like, right there,
That's exactly what I'm
Colin
talking about.
says to Scott, like, you were able to do things that we aren't even able to do in the live action films, which is like saying something that Universal maybe had too much control over it. It's all at this point a very much a money making machine. It's like we can't invest in Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard and then kill them off, you know? I don't know. Like it just it kind of stinks that we can't have like why couldn't somebody like Lowry or, you know, Vivian or somebody have died that we liked, you know?
Es-
Not that we
Especially in
loved
Dominion.
them, but
In
you know.
Dominion, they're
Oh,
one of the things that like is isn't great with Dominion. One of the my biggest gripe is the sense of urgency or danger for the characters. They didn't have it. Like the Gigantosauros didn't eat anybody. It ate locusts and a deer. You know, like how is that dinosaur such a threat that, like, for example, I'll give you this with Jurassic Park 3. When the Spinosaurus killed the T Rex, it just showed how much of a threat it was. All
yeah.
of us that grew up with the T Rex being the most bad dinosaur, like unstoppable force of nature, then you see it get taken out by the Spinosaurus. It's immediate. It hits your nervous system immediate. This guy is bad. Like not bad, but I'm saying like this guy is a force of nature now.
Yeah.
And when you're like bringing in the Gigantosauros, like, oh, this guy is going to be the Joker of the Jurassic franchise,
Yeah.
and he doesn't do anything. Like, what Joker are you talking? Are you talking about the one in like a Batman Arkham Asylum that has like the Bane stuff that he's like all lumped up, he's sick? Are you talking about that Joker? Because that's the only one I kind of saw because he didn't do anything, dude. And then like with Fallen Kingdom, you have the Indoraptor. It didn't do much either. And taking out the scenes where supposedly that they had where it was like rolling the skull and killing some of the like the trappers that were going into the cage. We need some of that. You can't be taking stuff like that out because when you take stuff like that out, you you don't get that background and people feel nothing for it, and it's almost like they're paper cutouts for them. Like
Mhm.
the Distortus Rex, there was there's writings, I don't know if they were official writings or whatever, that this animal was a tortured animal, that it felt pain every time. We How the hell were we supposed to know
Yeah.
that in the movie? You know?
That's a bummer.
Like
And
when you
that's my
read
problem
that you
with
feel bad for it, but like,
most
you know what
films
I mean?
and television today. Like, how many articles have you seen about the Duffer Brothers confirmed this about season 5? And you're like, I don't want to read that in a tweet. I wanted to see that
No.
on a screen.
Yeah.
So the same thing with the Distortus, you know. But at least we did get. I will give it some justice here. Rebirth did kill off a Velociraptor in the same way that the Spinosaur killed the T Rex very quickly, but it did do the same thing to establish its dominance and say, "Hi, hey, I'm the better creature,"
And
you know,
and you
at
know
this
and you
moment.
want
So
to and you want to know why it didn't work for me and a lot of people that saw
it's
that movie, they
blurry
were
and in the
just like,
background.
no, it's not so much that. The Spinosaurus, whether or not it's like you look back and it's not an accurate dinosaur now, at the time it was a real dinosaur. When you have a mutated thing like the Mutodon take out the Velociraptor doing exactly what the Velociraptor can do, only it can fly or something like that, it nobody it like not every some people like them, but it wasn't like as much of a hit as like a real dinosaur doing that. Like the Indominus Rex is the only dinosaur, honestly. No offense, no, I'm not trying to diss on the Indoraptor, but it's the only hybrid dinosaur that I felt was a real threat and felt real. You know, the Indoraptor was kind of like a a cop out from the Indominus Rex. I was like, really, we're going there again? And then we had no hybrids in Dominion, but the Giganotosaurus didn't do anything to make it feel like a threat. It did a lot more in Chaos Theory than it did in its own film.
It did,
and
yeah.
that says a lot, and it's sad. It's really sad. Even when you go to the extended cut Dominion, there's no added scenes with the Giganotosaurus doing anything. Wow, it scratched Rexy on the face and was just like, "Give me my deer," and it almost was like, "Whatever, get out of here, bro."
Yeah.
Come on, you know? And then you have this other one with the Stortus. It ate that Krebs guy, and it looked kind of like a threat because it was so big, and it destroyed that helicopter, and that was cool. But still, it was just like not enough screen time for us to even feel it as much of a threat as they were trying to portray it. And then the Mutadons, it was just like you just replaced the Raptors with another Raptor with wings. That's not real. That you can't really like. So they have to switch out that mutant hybrid like bug that they got in their system. They have to take that out. That is the thing that's sinking this franchise for them, and they don't even realize it.
This is like a full
Sad.
bonus conversation. This has nothing to do with any of the stuff we were talking about.
Yeah,
before,
I know,
really.
right?
But I will say, continuing that, again, the Chaos Theory team and Camp Cretaceous team got it so right, to me personally, when they did the Scorpius Rex. Like, that's exactly what the Distortus Rex was doing. You know, if you had the Distortus Rex in the woods, like as a threat that other creatures are afraid of, the dinosaurs were acting weird and different in that show because the Scorpius, two of them, were out there terrorizing the jungle. And I think when you eventually did see that, you were terrified. I think there were even vision, like you saw through like the lens of the Scorpius at times or something like that. And it was freaky. And I think they really ramped that up to make you afraid of that thing, whether you were or not. I don't know, but like, I loved it.
I forgot about that one. That one felt that I put that in the way it felt the same as the Indominus. It felt like this real big threat, right? The reason I forgot about it is I really don't like the design. The design is not for me. It's just
I
really
love
weird
it.
looking.
I love it. It's just like a monster, and I love it against the moonlight. And dude, speaking of that reimagined figure, I meant to say it before, but I want to reimagine Scorpius. I think that would be so awesome in the same style as that Indoraptor.
I was so tempted to get the Dino Damage one.
Yeah,
it looks really. They sharpened the teeth. It looks great, but I got the other ones. You know, I don't know. I'm good, but I will give you. After talking this much about like Chaos Theory and Camp Cretaceous, they really should give what is his name? Scott Kramer.
Yep.
They should
give
really
everybody
give him
at DreamWorks. Yeah.
They should really give him and his team a spot at the table for the franchise. They're and I'll say it, and I don't care. They're really stupid if they don't do that, because this guy knows Jurassic, and there's some things in the show that are a little wild sometimes, you know, Brad machines, but most of it felt like Jurassic Park, and it felt like Jurassic World, and it's almost like they were taking the brunt of the work that the movies weren't doing. And it was almost like they were doing all the legwork for the movies. Like, oh, wow, all the stuff they forgot about. Well, let's put it in our show. And they made it work fantastically in an animated show. They did more than the films, dude. And that says a lot. And that's where I'll leave with that. Just
love it, man.
Come on. Mm-hmm.
Well, 2 hours
awesome.
of talking, man. I think we did it. 2026.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if any of that had anything to do with it, but we are excited for 2026, and it's going to be a fun year, I think, for Jurassic, for the podcast, for dinosaur fans. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what's on the horizon with some of those predictions and some extra things that we didn't even know about. You know, I showcased the things I could find, which was barely anything at times, but hey, 2 hours later, we got through it, man. Thank you for doing this last second and spending a whole night with me. What do you got going on? Anybody can find you? Can anybody
I have
see what you're doing?
So I'm always on Instagram, but Instagram has really I'm gonna say I hate that platform now. It's just it doesn't my audience is not growing. Whatever I put on, I get like 5 likes. Nobody sees any of my stuff anymore, and
Yeah.
it happens more and more often, and it sucks because it was a cool page, but it's just like that Instagram is just it's changed. It changed horribly. Um, but I did actually revamp my TikTok, and it's actually been pretty cool to see it grow and see
Nice.
Instagram has stayed stagnant and TikTok's growing little by little. And I'm doing a lot. I'm going to start doing lives on there. And I feel like those are more fun than doing the Instagram ones. Because, in all honesty, I feel that the lives on TikTok, the people that follow me would actually watch them. And the ones on Instagram, only a few friends would actually come through when there's 5,000 supposed followers. But I feel they're all robots
Yeah.
now or dead pages. But I'm going to be doing more lives on there. And I'm going to be doing lives where I'm actually showing you how I'm painting and drawing and making things. And I hope to do more Jurassic Park and dinosaur related tattoos this year. I have a lot of like flash and I'm drawing there. I'm going to, as even if people don't come to get them in, I will have like 100 to 200 flash of dinosaurs because I'm just going to keep drawing them till somebody shows up for them. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be putting more focus onto my Etsy page and setting up my 3D printer and start like printing cool Jurassic stuff or Jurassic adjacent. And my whole goal is to make a lot of like cool stuff from movies that people kind of tend to forget about that's easy to make and cool. Like I have these blood vials that I'm finishing up right now that I'm going to post up on Etsy, and they're the blood vials of like dinosaurs. One is InGen dinosaurs, the other one's Biosyn dinosaurs, and then I think if those two do well, I will make a special one of like either mistakes or dinosaurs they didn't tend to make. So
Mm,
definitely a blood vial for Spinosaur, definitely a blood vial for an Indominus Rex, stuff like that. Because
cool.
the InGen one is the basic dinosaurs you get in the first movie. The Biosyn one is the one that you get in Dominion. And
Right.
then everybody's some dinosaurs that people love will not be in those, so I will do a third one. But stuff like that is where I have my focus. And T-Rex-P, that's coming out soon too. I finally got the formula right. There's no like it was tough because like it kept getting mold, because of the ingredients I use,
Hmm.
and I had to find out like use mold inhibitors that take out the mold, and finally I've had this like sitting like in the sun like since the summer, seeing how many months throughout like it does, and it's perfect. It worked. The formula
Nice.
finally worked. I could finally start selling T-Rex-P.
How did you get that T-Rex P?
You don't want to know. And it's cool. It's gonna come with like a Spinosaurus card, and all these cards that come with like, for example, the slime that I do, the Dilophosaur slime, they come with the renderings of dinosaurs that are drawn on the card. They're my drawings. They're like I don't take like the Jurassic Park or Mark McCurry stuff and just like put it up there. Like I actually, that's why I said I was looking a lot at Mark's Spinosaur drawings because I'm drawing the card of the Spinosaurus for the T-Rex-P, and it comes with like facts and stuff. It's cool stuff. It's a nice
Heck
little
yeah,
like
dude.
item you could put on your shelf that's unique. That's not going to be made by like mass production. It's just going to be a few of them that I make, and that's it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Done and done. Yeah, but that's really what I'm working on, man. Just trying to get back into swing of things and with my art in Jurassic and dinosaurs and creating again, because honestly that's what's keeping me going.
Yeah, dude.